Most guys that fail here didn't fail because the Philippines was wrong for them. They failed because they showed up unprepared for things that they should have seen coming. And the painful thing is these mistakes aren't rare. They're the same ones over and over again, just a different guy every time. I've watched it happen in person. I've had guys email me after the fact. And I made some of these myself, so this is not a lecture from somebody that did everything right. This is from a guy who's been here long enough to recognize the pattern. I'm going to give you 3 of the biggest mistakes, so stick around for about 10 minutes because number 3 is going to pay off in the long run. And don't forget, down below in the description, I put together the 10 non-negotiable rules every guy should know before he moves to the Philippines. You can get it now. It's absolutely free. Now let's jump into mistake number 1. And it's you researched the Philippines, you just didn't research yourself. You've watched every video about the cost of living, great places to eat, places to live, visa information. You got spreadsheets, you got timelines, you plan everything that's external. You show up knowing everything about the destination and almost nothing about whether actually they were ready to make the move internally. Here's what I mean by that, and I've said it before, the Philippines is an amplifier. Whatever you bring here, bad, good, resolved, unresolved, the Philippines is going to turn it up. If you came here whole, intentional, clear about what you're building, this place accelerates it in the best possible way. If you came here running from something, avoiding something, hoping the location would fix something, that accelerates too, just not in the way you hoped. The guys who struggle most aren't unlucky. They just skip the most important research, the internal kind. Before you book the flight, sit down and get honest about what you're actually carrying. There's a difference, and it matters enormously. Mistake number 2. They moved their life before they built their foundation. No clear monthly budget with a hard ceiling. No emergency fund that's untouchable. No basic understanding of what they could and couldn't do here legally as a foreign national. They landed here, figured out they'd sort it out as they went. And some did. A lot didn't. The ones who struggled most were the ones who confused excitement with preparation. They were so ready emotionally that they skipped the practical steps that protect everything they were building. Here's the minimum before you make this move. Know your number, the exact monthly amount you need to live comfortably here, and protect it like it's the whole game. Let me emphasize that, what you need to live comfortably, because everybody's needs are different. Don't listen to the videos where they say that you could live here comfortably on $500. Although I set a budget that was higher, my month-to-month expenditures are $837. But that's because I live out in the jungle, in the province. Some people look down on that. I don't care. I'm where I want to be. Some guys say, those guys are living in poverty and living like a dog, and no. It's pretty awesome here. But that's all I need to exist. And that's not you. You may need more. I'm not going to judge you if you find a girl that's living in poverty. Some expat that wants to call you an idiot. If that's what you desire, that's what you desire. It's your life. Live it. Don't listen to anybody else. Hell, those are the kind of guys that would probably crap on Mother Teresa because she helped the poor. Does that make her a bad person? She lived amongst the poor? No. But again, know your minimum before you make the move. Know your number, the exact monthly amount you need to live comfortably here, and protect it like it's the whole game. Because the first year, it is. Have 6 months of that number liquid and completely untouchable. Not invested, not in an account you'll borrow from. Liquid and untouchable. Understand the basics of property law, ownership rights, and what a foreign national can and cannot do legally here before you sign anything. Talk to an actual attorney. They're inexpensive. Not a guy who moved here 2 years ago and thinks he knows everything. An actual attorney. Like I said, it costs almost nothing compared to what it protects. Here we are, mistake number 3. And this one is the sneaky one because it doesn't feel like a mistake when it's happening. Don't let the low cost of living become an excuse to stop paying attention. Everything is cheap at first. Genuinely, shockingly cheap. And that feeling does something specific to your brain. You stop tracking. I mean, why would you track? It's cheap. You stop thinking twice. Why would you? It costs nothing compared to back home. And little by little, expense by small expense, it becomes your new normal without you ever consciously deciding that. And then you layer something else on top because you're a decent guy and you can see that people around you have real needs and you have more than they do. So you help, which is genuinely good until it becomes expected. And once it's expected, it only goes in one direction. I've watched guys burn through a year's budget in 4 months. Not on one big stupid decision, on 100 small, seemingly harmless ones. Remember, small leaks sink ships. That's not a metaphor. That's exactly what happens to the bank account. Track your money, not because you're paranoid or you're cheap. And a man who pays attention to his finances is a man that stays. A man who doesn't, eventually doesn't have a choice. Again, here's the honest checklist before you make this move. Know your monthly number and protect it. Understand the legal basics before you sign anything. Have 6 months liquid and untouchable. Do the internal work before you get on the plane. And track your money every single month without exception. The guys who showed up prepared didn't have a perfect experience. Nobody does. But they had a real one, and they were ready for it. Again, this is important. I put together 10 non-negotiable rules every man should have before he lands here. Free, link in the description. 0 at checkout. Some guys throw in 10 or 15 bucks as a thank you, and I genuinely appreciate every one of them, but it's always free, no exceptions. And if you want to talk through your specific situation before you make any decisions, the email also in the description. I answer every one, real conversations, no sugarcoating. And watch these 2 next. I've been in the Philippines over 3 years, and you're not running away what you're actually doing. Both of those will hit differently after watching this one. Links in the description. Be excellent to each other, and remember, this was never about the Philippines. It's about how you show up when you get here.